We're live. Thank you guys. It's Crisis169 coming to you live with the Power Spectrum Internet. And my computer, my gaming rig here, I'm 3070 awesome. If you're first watching my channel here, first off, if you're watching my channel, go down there, down below, hit the check mark if you like it, up or down, thumb up, thumb down. If you like it, please subscribe, leave a comment down below. Okay, today's video is going to be about update on a 4060 Ti. 30 series card owners need not buy yet. 20 and 10 series cards may be the best time. It may be the best time to buy. What I mean by that. Now, a Gaming Nexus, who I'm subscribed to down below, made a video about released a video about maybe 2-3 hours ago by now about the 30 series cards. I think 4060 Ti, and how it outperforms 2060 non-super, and it comes close to the 3060, comes close to it, 12 gigabyte, and beats it. 3060 12 gig will beat it, and 3060 Ti will come close to 4060 Ti. And they're both 8 gigabyte card, by the way. The 16 gigabyte card will play later on down the line. Later on in July, they said. Now, I'm not sure how true that's going to be, but let's give it let's give the benefit of the doubt. Okay? Now, what does that mean, though? What does that mean for all of us who are here trying to buy a 30 series card? What does that mean for all of us? Does that mean that it's going to be totally a waste of time? Or are we going to be having to deal with the problems? No. If you got a 3060, 12 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte, probably 12, 3070, 3080, 3090, you need not worry about it. 3060 8 gigabyte card still does fine. The Ti does fine with the 4060 Ti. And the reason is, and even Gaming Nexus talked about this, and I discussed it too, my point of view is, the bandwidth bust is lower on the 4060 Ti than it on the 30 series cards. One more time. The bandwidth number is 192 on the 40 series cards. 2060 has 192. And it comes close in 4K games, almost a little better, almost equal to the 4060. Gaming Nexus, the channel I attract you down below, right down there below. Watch that video about the 4060 Ti comparisons. And he had the 4070 and the 4080, 4090. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, boxing? And stuff like that. And he has all stuff like that up there. Now, he didn't have a 3070 or 30. He has a 3080 on there, not 3070 or Ti versions. It could be the fact that 3070 is kind of a niche thing, go with 4070. But even with the 4070 Ti, you're talking about maybe a 15% jump with 3070. And my memory bus is greater on my 3070 than on the 4070. Granted, the VRAM is a 12. I think it's 12 on the Ti version and 10 on the regular 4070. Why couldn't they do that on the 3070 Ti? Make 110 and 112. It's still bonkers to me. But whatever. I don't know. We're past that. I spent good money on this, and I enjoy it. So Game Nexus says, if you have 30 series card and you're okay with it, you're fine for a couple years. The 40 series cards, 4 years later, power draw is really good. For the European, for the Euro, and Australia, and American market, you're not spending a lot of money on power supply. No, on power consumption. And when you go past the 4070 Ti, the 4080, 4090, when you get into the higher realm. But that's a little off topic, though. The 40 series, I say, guys, the 40 series cards are only going to benefit people who have a 1060, 2060, or even a 960 for that matter. That's really old. But it's going to benefit those people. And that's going to benefit us who have 3070s, 2080s, 2080 Ti's, 3060s because we already have what we need. We know what we can do. The 4060 and Ti can run certain games good, but you have to lower the settings down a little bit, just like with 3070 and 3060. But the difference is, even Game and Nexus talked about this. The problem is with the situation at hand that yes, it is the 7600, the 6700 non XT is 250 right now. 254, 255. 3050 is on sale for two something. You can go to Best Buy probably right now, but you're looking at Best Buy and probably find one for money. Now, granted, 3050 is nowhere near the greatest card ever. But if you're building a budget game for yourself or PC for your friend or your brother or whatever, and he wants to play Halo and play Fortnite and go nuts, hell, you can go buy an integrated graphics CPU. But if you want to be a little more generous to them, 3050 is the way to go. It's cheap, it's budgetable, it has 8 gigabytes of VRAM. It is still current somewhat, but it's still anemic. But it's not anemic in the standard of like a 950 or a 940. It's just anemic because the power level is different, but it's what it is. I still say if you're building a budget system, 3050 is the way to go because A, it's cheaper, almost $100 cheaper than the 4060, but about the same price as the 7600 non-XT. And 6700 XT has 12 gigabytes of VRAM. The non-7600 XT non has, I think, 8 or 10. So if you can go over to AMD, you have to do all the drivers swapping out. And Game Nexus talked about that a little bit, about going back and forth. And he tried both sides of them. Well, if you get an open box, that's a good one. But boxing, make sure and check and make sure it has all the parts in there you need. I'm not saying Micro Center is back right now. I don't have Micro Center. The closest one I have Micro Center will be in Georgia or in Virginia. There's two being open in Ohio. Me living in Tennessee, I don't have Micro Center anywhere in Tennessee. It sucks. I wouldn't care if it's Kentucky somewhere. But I would probably make sure that the box is complete. Instructions, the warranty, get everything on that stuff. Because once you buy something open box, like a TV or electronic or even a graphics card, they kind of do it as is. If it's a piece of shit they threw around the back, you plug it in, it smokes, you're kind of SOL. So I'm telling you, and I bought TVs that are TVs, different graphics card TVs this big, graphics cards this big, obviously. But always ask for a warranty. It is. Micro Center is really good with their. I've heard Micro Center is really good with their stuff. They have 30-day, 90-day warranty. A lot of people have differently. I know J2 Cents and Gaming Nexus, they have Micro Centers where they live at. And I think they both live around Phoenix or whatever. I know Jay does. J2 Cents does. He says all the time, how hot as hell out there it is. So, but I would be careful. Best Buy, Micro Center, or whatever. Okay. Well, then don't worry about that. Then you have a. I think you're good to go. If you can get 220, I'll go down and get it. If you can order it and hold it, the 7600 is not terrible. It's the XT version would have been better if it came out, but I think the non-XT would just fine. I mean, people are buying non-XT versions all the time, and they're getting the same performance. Maybe a little less ray tracing, but if you care about performance, not ray tracing, who gives a crap? I hardly use ray tracing on my system at all. Not because they won't handle it, just because it takes away the frame rates. And my monitor is only 75 hertz anyway, so I have to So I'm playing games like Resident Evil. I can't really Resident Evil 4. I can't have it on. Okay, it'll just screw up the stuff there. But I know I have used it. So Micro Center is a good deal. I would go with it. I would pull the trigger and go get it. But I say though, yeah, 560. Yeah, I think it's going to be a big performance. It's like going from a 1070 to a 3090. Yeah, you're gonna have you're gonna notice some popping. So some popping on the graphics. So that's good there though. We're going back to 4060. See, if you like a 960 or like a 1030, then going 4060 is no brainer. But you can still find 30 series cards pretty cheap, 3050 for example. And the 30 series card is good. The DLSS has been tracked and proven to actually work. DLSS 3.0 has issues in some games. Once again, Cyberpunk 2077, 4090, all ray tracing on, all the bells and whistles, 12 frames a second. Whopping 12 frames. Yeah. No. Motion pictures are faster than 12 frames. So, with that situation, having the latest greatest doesn't always mean the best. So I always say when you buy a new graphics card, like a 30 series card, I want a 3060 Ti. I got a 2060 at first. I waited about a year to get a 3070 because I wanted to see, how it's going. Now then, of course, they took a dump and released 40 series cards too early. Should have waited 2 years, but that's in the video. Oh no, they stand for to give us more money. Damn it. So that being said, though, 3600 is a good card. Non-XT, hey, 220. If you got XT version 220, that'd be a steal. But always ask for the instructions. Ask for any type of holding bars if they have it. It's a bigger card. My 3070 is a lot bigger than my 2060. So ask for any holding brackets, anything they have in there. Ask for all of it. You only be ordering crap online to finish your thing up, to finish your build or get your graphics card hold. You don't want to be damaging the PCI slot. You don't be damaging the graphics card slot. Especially when my sister told me about the horror stories that she came encounter working in a PC place before going into the state as IT. So they learn as you go, and that's why I tell people always get a bracket if it comes with it. Order one if you don't. If it doesn't come with it, order one or get one. PC brackets and stuff. Though any help hold it. It could be a light 2060. I had a small little bracket in the back holding it. My brother-in-law and sister are kind of weird like that. They make sure it wouldn't go anywhere. But that being said, though, 4060 Ti, 8GB 4060 are good cards if you have a 10 series or a 30 series card, like a 1030 or 1060. I mean, not 30 series card. If you got a 20 series card, it depends on where you're at there. If you got a 2070 Super and you want to upgrade to it, hey, by all means, God bless you. But you're losing a lot of buzz. Your memory buzz might be the same. But I still feel like, you're getting screwed on the end on that one. I still think that it's more made for 2060, 1060, 1030. That's why I think this 4060 card is being made for. It's not being made for myself with a 3050 or you have a 7600 non-XT or 3050. Because, those graphics cards are just fine. No, they're going to play just fine. That's why Gaming Access and J2 Cents said don't worry about your 30 series card. Because they know that 30 series card works fine, it's working fine. Yes, 8GB VRAM sucks. If I'm playing Resident Evil 4, on high settings with frame rate locked in at 60, just fine with 80 gigabytes of 80% of my VRAM being used and 60% of my GPU being used. So I'm locking it in pretty well. So right then and there, high settings 1080p is fine. But if I'm going to go to a higher setting, I'll have to probably get a 3080, 3090. And the prices are coming down a little bit, not much. So I won't go to 40 series cards right now. I would wait probably another year or two just to see. Because these cards are going to have to last 4 years. And you can even skip the 40 series. Even in Game Nexus said, normally gamers, enthusiasts, purists, will usually skip one generation of card just to get enough cycle. Because right now, 30 series cards, technically, we only had them for maybe about a year, maybe two. Because the whole COVID thing with the whole lockdown and the scalpers and the wear a mask, respirator, call yourself Darth Vader, Cabal, you can't enter store, you don't wear a respirator and call yourself Darth Vader or have, Cabal face mask on. because everybody's afraid of this little bug that's going to kill everybody. People kill themselves in the houses because they're sitting in their houses alone, being miserable, and that's really sad. So I don't think bug kill people. People killed themselves because they couldn't get out and socialize, and that's sad. So socialize as much as you can. But anyway, though, 30 series card only had about 2 years of life technically, and that really blows because 30 series card is a great card, but we couldn't get our hands on them until late 2022, early 2023. And that sucks because I got mine about, I think, 2022. So it's been less than a year for me. So it's really hard to say, yeah, go out and buy this new card. No. Wait at least 2 more years to see how much it comes down. Because the cards will come down in price. They'll have to. Because they're not going to sit there and force you guys to spend $600 like they did on 30 series cards, then jack them up to $1,000. Unless another COVID bug happens, another mysterious killer bug comes out, then buy what you can. But yeah, I even said to you guys, if you're building your first PC and you want a budget system that has good graphics, 3050 to 3070 will do the fine for you. In that price range, because they're pretty cheap. 3050, 3060 might be better off. 3070 a little price gouged. But I got lucky. Mine was $500. Picked it up. And that was a great blessing for me. But, same sense. And if you get 3050 and you can come for like a 2060, hey, you're not missing much with a 4060. Now, what I've seen on Gaming Nexus, it's ooh and ah, but that's about it, ooh and ah. There's not a whole lot of thrills there outside of, oh yeah, everything's a little better. And DLSS is a little better too, 3.0. But that's about it. And that's what we get. Okay, so we're buying upgraded new system practically. Because most of you guys have to upgrade your CPU and your power supply just to play this thing, or may have to. A few of you might have to. So you're spending an extra $200-300, maybe even more. Depending if you have a Micro Center or Best Buy near you. So there's a lot of cost going into this. Not just pop it in there, it works fine. If your CPU is not capable of running it real well, you're going to bottleneck your CPU. If your power supply ain't going to work, you're going to fry your system. If your motherboard, it's an old motherboard, you're going to upgrade it anyway. So essentially, you're going to spend $500, $600, $700 on this, probably more than that. So it'd be almost better because you go buy a pre-built with a 4070 or 4060, and they're already in there. So what I'm saying, guys, in closing, is that as you buy these cards or looking to buy these cards, look for deals, like open boxes, like with boxing down there, or anywhere else. If you find a good sale, a graphics card like a 3070 or a 3060 or a 4060 or 3050 or 6700 XT or 60 or 7600 or 6800, and you're okay with it, buy it. Don't worry about it might go on sale again. It might not go on sale again. So if you're okay with buying a 4060 card and you're set on that, wait a little bit longer for a sale. Gaming Nexus said, 30 series cards will last a little longer than predicted. So I'm going to say it too. Just wait a little bit longer before I run out there and go buying a 40 series card right away. Because they're coming out tomorrow, technically. You want to get all the reviews, all the bugs, all the problems out of the way first. That way, it's just set sailing. Because you know how many updates you're going to have to get. And you don't have to worry about, oh my God, the card ain't working. I'll play Battlefield and the game looks like crap because it's not optimized. Well, because the 40 series card may not have all the updates for the 4060 series of card. So you have to wait. That's why I say wait about 6 months to a year. If you have to go burn money right now, it's your money. No, you do what you want with it. But I'm telling you now, just be careful with it. If you're going to upgrade from a 2060 or 10 series, it's going to be a big upgrade, and that'll be good. If you're going from a 30 series, you might know it's 10 to 25% maybe. Even Gaming Next talk about some card be 50%, but that's only because ray tracing was enabled with DLSS 3.0, and that was a lot better. But without it, it just runs like a standard, card. So just gotta be careful, guys. Look at things that way. Look at things the way you want to look at them. Try to look at things, four dimensionally, like a box, and see and ask yourself, how does it help me get my gaming on? Comment below. This is a question I'm gonna ask you guys. Comment below when you get a chance later on. Comment below later on. Ask yourself this question. I know I have a 2060, a 3060, 3070. Is this 4060 Ti 8GB going to satisfy my gaming prowess? Or should I stay with my 3070? I say stay at 3070. That's my choice. I have one right here. But you personally, should you buy a 30 series card or jump on the 40 series bandwagon? What would you do? And why? Why would you do that? Because are you trying to keep up with the person next door, or are you doing this for your own enthusiast purposes? I need you guys to help me understand the mindset, of the average Joe. Because me personally, I don't care about the 40 series cards because I can't afford one now anyway. But if I could, I still wouldn't buy one. I'll buy 3090, 3080, whatever, because 30 series cards have proven themselves to me to be really reliable cards, and what I've seen and what I've heard. So every series has their niche audience. Every series has the people who are gung ho, stand in line to buy these cards. Every series is going to have the naysayers and poo pooers. I say give it 6 months to a year. But my question was, if you're going to buy this 40 series, 4060 Ti, why are you buying it? Are you buying it because it's the latest and greatest? Or are you going to use it for the potential it is used for, that is gaming? You might get 10 to 25% performance boost. You may. It's still not guaranteed. Every game has been tested optimized yet. So we don't know the optimization, the final score of every optimized game when we stack them to each other. From the 30 series 70 to the 4070 Ti, the 2060 Super, the 4060 non-Ti version, and have a straight chart down. We ain't gonna know until somebody does that, and we'll know what their aspiration is and what the graphics look like, because everybody's different. You might have a 2K monitor and go balls to the wall 100%. I have 1080p 75 hertz, so I'm going like that. Me getting a 4080 is like taking money and throwing it in the garbage can to me, because I'm not getting a performance boost out of it. That's why if I upgrade to a 3080, 3090, I'm buying a new monitor. So that's right there. Look to its mindset too. If you buy these new cards like this, you're gonna have to upgrade stuff, especially if you go 30, 40, 70 and beyond, 30, 70 and beyond. Because not, like I said before in previous videos, you're leaving performance on the table. Don't want to do that. You want to drain, squeeze every drop of performance out of that card. Because when boxing buying 7600, you bet your ass he's going to be squeezing every bit out he can get out of that card. Only because he knows he wants to crank it to the fullest in his pedal and slam on it and go. And just slam and spin them fan tires and blaze on down, because he knows what he's looking for. A lot of new guys out there, new gamer heads out there who bought their get rig built, or bought one, or whatever they did. Brother-in-law, sister, friend, who bought it for, they already built themselves. I'm going to 40 series card, but they don't know what it means. They got a 26, 2080, 3060, 3070. They could be happy with that right now. So you have to be careful. Don't get in this mindset of buying every time it comes out. It's like consoles. I have one X over there. I ain't buying X series. Even though the S series is about 10 times faster than my One X. I got it for Christmas 2017. I think it's going to be there until the day the thing dies. Why? Because I got it from my family, bought it for me years ago. Christmas 2017. Same as the Switch next to it. Bought for me in 2019, Christmas. I wasn't expecting both of them, but I got them. So I don't just give away those things. 3070, I paid for. I'll get a 3090 if I can tomorrow. But I won't be able to. Because I know what I want up here because I've been researching, doing the diligence, watching benchmark, watching Game and Access, takes 2 cents, different people, reading. Because when you go, and this is my real serious, real talk to you guys. When you go from one generation to another generation, you're going to give up something. You're seeing the bandwidth go from 256 or whatever it is down to 192, back to 20 series card type of power. 2060 had the same one as 4060 does. So you have to look at this. Okay, so I'm going from bandwidth. Yes, it has more CUDA cores. It has more of this, but I'm giving up bandwidth. Is that going to affect me in games? Probably not. But you have to ask these questions. When you're spending money, you're taking money on your wallet here. You're taking your card. You're breaking out some greenbacks and handing them over to the person at the desk. They don't give a jackass shit if you can afford it or not. What they want to make sure is, hey, do you have that $600, $200, $500, $800, $1,000 to buy this car? If not, hit the bricks, Jack. It's a world there, guys. It's a retail world out there. I've been retail for almost 20 years. I don't give a damn, about your personality. All I care about, you paper to hand. Then I'll laugh at your stupid jokes all you want. Until then, buy it, get out. That's about how it is with NVIDIA. They are a buy it or get out company, and they don't care. They wouldn't give a damn who you were if you came. If Fanboy had NVIDIA tattooed on their forehead, came to the door and delivered a piece like, oh yeah, well, bye, click, close the door in their face. They wouldn't care because they're a company that makes profit off of graphics cards. I'm very, very passionate about this because people out there are really stupid to buy these cards day one they drop and wonder why they have all these problems with rasterization and upload problems with the Intel ARC cards. I even said wait a year or two before you start jumping into them. People bought them and they had issues. So, folks, in closing, you do what you want with your money. If you want to burn it, hey, you can give it to me. I can sure use it. But truthfully, though, is it's your money. You do what you want with it. But you need to understand NVIDIA, AMD, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, or we're going to have something shiny over here to look at. Ooh, shiny. This is doing just fine for you right now. If you had it for 2 or 3 years, upgrade by all means. If you don't worry about it. But don't fall into the pit of having to upgrade every couple of years. I guarantee you, the 5000 series card will probably come out in 2 years. I'm predicting the 5000 series card will be hinted coming out in 2 years. It may come out in 5 years, but we'll be knowing about them in 2 years. I'm guaranteed. I'm saying it right now. Because the graphics card situation, because you just like the console situation, every couple of years they're going to announce a new console coming out, and you're going to run out there and go buy it. No, you enjoy what you have, you use it to the fullest, then you move on to the next one. I'm going to use my 37 until I realize I have to lower resolution down to low settings. When I do that, then I'll have to buy. I'll buy a new monitor first, crank it up to 2K, use that for a while. Once I realize, okay, I got to lower down the low settings, it's time for an upgrade GPU. I'm a squeezer of anything. I get anything I can out of everything. Tube of toothpaste, whatever. I don't care. I just am that kind of person. When I spend money, damn it, I want to use it to the fullest. I understand the latest grades come out. You want to keep up with with Tech Jones down the street over there. That's fine. I mean, Tech Jones going bankruptcy court because he's losing everything he has because he's buying these cards every year. So you want to be that Tech Jones guy. I like it. But you gotta understand though that because they come out with something shinier, I mean you have to go out and buy it. I'm not saying you can't buy it. Like I said, you got a 30 series card, 10 series card, 1030, 1060, 2060. Hey, go nuts. If you got 2020 Ti, I wouldn't even go near it. No, it's like your VRAM being higher than my 8 gigabyte 3070. You still have a good graphics card. It just depends on what you want to do performance-wise. If you want the latest and greatest, go for it. But I'm telling you guys, I say it every video, I don't force you to buy anything, and I don't stop you buying anything. I give you guys my opinion and what I'm thinking straight through. Then I give it to you, and you guys take what you want with that. Boxing is going to buy a 7600 card. Why? It's cheap, on sale, open box. Now, even with open box, you pay $300, $400 for it. That'd still be a good deal for 7600. Non-XT. He has limitations, and he wants to spend, but he also knows what he can do with it, the graphics card. So you have to have understanding of your wallet, but also understanding what you're going to do with it. If you're going to play Fortnite with it, just go buy a 2060 and play Fortnite all day long. Super, obviously. But if you're going to play like, Tomb Raider and Battlefield 2042 and Hogwarts Legends and Cyberpunk 27 on full high settings, then go for it. You know what you can afford. You know what your system can handle. I'm always telling you guys, don't jump into this stuff. A lot of people had, a lot of people got burned. You saw what happened with the Intel cards and how much a cluster F that is right now. So don't jump into it right away. Don't go, oh my God, go buy right now. Don't do that. Wait 6 months to a year. I know, it's burning a hole in your wallet. You know what? You might thank me later on. Oh, that fat guy didn't price it. Was pretty right. I waited 4 months later and they had an issue with power cable on the 4090 series. And yeah, good job, Mark. Or whoever, or J2 Cents, or Gaming Nexus. They found out first. I don't have a 4090. I don't want one anyway because my system can't handle it. It's too big. Anyway, though. That being said, though, you guys need to understand it, okay? So, in closing, be safe out there. Be happy out there. Once again, it's heat warning out there. Most country heat warning. Be careful. Drink plenty of Powerade, water mixed in it. Drink some juice, drink some water. Stay away from sodas or beer outside. Be safe. Peace out. Be blessed, everybody. Christ is out.